Hey, what's good, Joe? That, y'all, is my mulberry tree. I have no idea how high that is. That's just plenty tall, man. It's probably about 20 foot or something. I don't know, but she's up there. It's only because last year I missed pruning this one back. However, this year she will be getting pruned back. But before I pruned it back, I figured I was gonna take as many cuttings off of this tree as I possibly could. And the way I wanted to do that is through, voila, air layering. The audio in this video wasn't that great, so I'll be popping in and out, kind of fill in. But anyway, here we go. Right now we are just after, for the most part, my final harvest, and we're in the middle of July. So this is a perfect time to actually come and do some air layering. Seeing that the tree is full of leaves and it's no longer spending any energy on reproduction or making any fruit with the leaves. What they're doing is now feeding back to the roots of the tree. But hopefully we've made that not possible anymore by creating this air layer. So most people will say that the perfect branch for air layering is going to be one that is pretty much this size right here. It's pretty much the width, slightly thicker than the width of my pinky. The main criteria is that it has a woody stem. However, if that is the case, if I can figure out a way to comfortably fit this bigger part of the branch here and actually get a root ball out to about here, so I wonder if I can successfully air layer down near a full tree. Just another video. Width of your pinky. So that's pretty much this. Find two nodes. I'm gonna pop off this leaf here, pop off this leaf here, so I can better expose the nodes. The node on this side as well. I wanna make sure you have something pretty sharp, just like a box cutter. With some pressure, I'm gonna wrap it all the way around the branch. You can see there's some sap actually coming out. You can come in closer, you see it. I cut right about there. The important thing is I'm cutting it right below this node. And then I'm going to come around, and here's the other node. I kind of want to keep this around because it's going to form another branch. I don't want to cut that off. But what I'll do is cut right on top of it. I'll do the exact same thing. You want to make sure you go all the way around. And then what you want to do is with the equal pressure, you want to make a score all the way across from one ring to the other. Just like so. You could take the edge of your, whatever it is that you used. All right, what I'm doing now is I've exposed the cambium layer. And then, with your X-Acto knife, or whatever it is that you use, you wanna make sure that you break this up or disturb this quite a bit. For the most part, this is where the nutrients of the tree gets passed from the roots down to the end of this branch. And then as the branch grabs the sun, it now takes that energy and brings it back down to the roots. So it's kind of important that I break that little network all the way up, all the way around. And all I'm trying to do is kind of get to like a harder wood, really. At first it's kind of slick. The cambium layer, it's like a film almost. My goal is just to get all that off. I don't want it to connect from side to side. Now just kind of taking your rooting hormone. To be honest with you, it really doesn't matter, I guess, what kind of rooting hormone you're going to use. What you're going to do is just dab that all around. The main part is because this is what's going to become the tree, right? This is where you want roots to focus on. This is nothing more than coconut coir mixed in with some 707. Exactly what we use for our microgreens. And what I'm going to do is just wrap that to the best of my ability. What you're going to do is need two people. It's actually quite easy with two people. You're just kind of make it a cocoon here. Oops, rub it in the leaf, that's chill. And now I'm gonna go ahead and rip it. Okay. I'm gonna use some electric tape. I want this to be pretty tight, just so nothing could get into it. You don't want any extra water from your irrigation or just from rain or anything to be able to get into this. That could also make it heavy and then break. Just kind of go around a couple times like this. So from this point on, you can actually leave it like this if you want to. I'm gonna put on the foil just to add extra protection. Top down, just in case any water falls down. And at the bottom, we'll kind of tuck it in, wrap it up again. Makes it a little bit more snug. Yeah, it's really nice. I've seen people even add another layer of foil onto this after. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% certain as to why they do that. I think this should be enough. when you're air layering, all you're really doing is simulating. If this branch were to hit the ground, that node would then go into the ground and make another point of contact, making this branch essentially into a tree. And it will just grow and grow and grow and grow and kind of become that. Close to letting it do it to the ground, we're gonna be doing it in a pot. Give this about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, and we'll circle back. Hopefully by then we'll have roots. One of the telltale signs, however, that everything is going well is that as long as this branch isn't dying, we should be straight. If this branch is dying, then that means we're failing. And like I said before, we're going to cut this anyway, so who gives a damn? Any kind of tree that is considered invasive, anything like that, y'all, makes for a really good candidate for air layering. Although you could do this with anything, but the ones that are growing aggressively make a better candidate for air layering. Get out there and have a good time. If you guys like content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bells and all the other things that you have to do for YouTube. Talk to you guys soon.